would you like to work on now?
Okay, I have a habit of eating, I'm only eating light foods like salad and so forth with protein, but as soon as I eat them, that full mechanism isn't coming on, and I could just eat for the rest of the day, just nibbling away. And this has just been happening the last week, so I'm wondering what's happening with that. So.
Okay, well Louise is going to pick a card for that. Now any problem, physical problem, if we call it a problem, it might not even originate in the physical body, but it can do. It might originate in the mental, emotional or spiritual body. So perhaps as Louise is picking a card, you might like to ask, is this freedom? You might like to ask whether this, whether it originates in the physical body or the non-physical.
Well, originally before I got the card, I was filling up on, rather than feeling, I was filling up on food rather than just energy, which makes sense if I'm feeling restricted.
Now Louisa has picked the Freedom card in a previous time with the cards. That doesn't mean that the Freedom card hasn't resolved the previous one. This is a new issue, it's a separate one altogether, and now we're looking at issues around freedom with regard to feeling satisfied when eating. So if you just feel into that, feel into the energy first, Louisa, and just allow pictures or feelings to come to your mind.
I get that I've been feeling restricted about what I could eat. I'm wanting to eat my compatible foods, and then I've discovered other foods that I'm compatible with, and rather than just enjoying them, I think I'm almost gorging on them because it's opened me up to being able to eat other foods. But I've gone a little bit overboard with that.
So is there a thought or an emotion that comes with that?
I'm free to enjoy. That's different than that.
Could I suggest just feeling into the card again, feel the energy in the card, and just allow a memory which may come as a picture or a thought or an emotion to surface.
The word gluttony just dropped in. And I saw people, overweight people, you know, at those big feast tables, just gorging themselves.
Yeah. Which lifetime?
It's almost like the Roman times,
Yes.
you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay, so we've got a past life issue now and a restriction from a past life issue. So Louise has already got some information. She could pick another card and see what else comes in relationship with this.
It's such a vivid picture. A fat, bald person.
The affluent.
Yes.
So creation.
I'm not saying anything right now.
Okay, sometimes we do get a little bit stuck. Sometimes you might even select a card and it means absolutely nothing. Then select another card. So something is happening with the creation, but it's just not coming to the conscious mind. Getting it?
Yeah.
Yes?
I've just got a white tablecloth with nothing on it.
Okay.
So it's almost like I can create whatever I want. It's open. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So it's empty.
Yeah.
Not sure where we're going with that. That's what I...
So just a thought and see if this resonates for you. We've got a blank table.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine that in Roman times when there was so much food available, and there are also so many people who didn't have food available. What's happening now?
It's one of those crisp linen white tablecloths, you know, it's so pure and clean, not a spot on it. I suppose we can create anything with that colour.
So we're picking another card.
Yeah, we are.
Ambience. So with ambience we could think of that for our internal body, for the harmony of that. We could think of it in our home, it could be in our workplace.
It's brought in a calm
Yeah.
with a sigh.
Okay, so ambience seems like what it has done is just balance the elements within the body. So Louisa, if you think about the future now and think about the food and whether you're satisfied or not, so just imagine in the future you're eating and notice what is happening when you think about that.
I'm eating it with joy rather than this sort of shoveling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different way of eating.
So just go back to the creation card and just feel into that and notice now what pictures or thoughts or emotions are coming to mind.
The table's full, but I'm not really seeing the food now. I'm seeing the people around the food and the interrelating going on, the joy of being together.
Okay,
It's quite nice actually.
great.
So it's not really about the food, it's about sharing the energy of each other, I think.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
You will always know when there is completion. For Louisa, she noticed that she starts laughing, and that is her cue that she feels complete. But in everything, when we want to transform something, lightness is usually the experience of that. So that's the shift, that's the raising to the higher vibration. So you will know when you've arrived. If you still feel heavy, what do, Louisa?
Pick another card.
That's right.